Hello and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. Now then, it's going to be a bit of a different video, this one, and as you guys can all tell by the title, of course, it's going to be a bit of a different one for me. It's going to be a bit of a more, but you know, kind of one of those more depressing videos, and I just wanted to just put my opinion out there, really, and just make a tribute video to say goodbye to someone who's been a huge inspiration on me, massive, in fact, probably the biggest inspiration on me, I could say, musically. And you know, it's really hard to do these videos because it seems like just yesterday I was doing one for poor David Bowie as well, so it's always hard to do these, and I didn't want to do it yesterday because the news did hit me pretty hard, but at the same time it's different to when Bowie passed away, for example, because he was only 69. It wasn't the best age. I'm sure we would have all hoped that Bowie maybe could have pushed, you know, we could have got, you know, he could have lived on longer. 69 is not the best age. But the thing is, of course, we're talking about George Martin today. And 90 is a very, very good age. So in a way, I kind of look at George Martin's passing as, you know, I couldn't say I was hugely shocked. Of course, there was nothing about him being sick or ill in the news. So I wasn't, it still was a bit, it caught me off guard a bit, but I wasn't shocked. It's like 90. I'm going to take it. I'm going to say, well done. Good age. Well done, George. Fantastic age. And, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and do a little tribute video for him. Because, as I say, I would say he actually has been the biggest inspiration musically on my life. Because when I got into music, like so many other people, the first band or artist which I got heavily into was this band right here, the Beatles. And, you know, we all know the Beatles, Ringo Starr, John Lennon, Paul McCartney and George Harrison. But would the Beatles have been what they are without George Martin? No. The Beatles would have still been amazing. I don't want that to sound negative towards any of them, because all four of them are amazing individuals. They're great artists. As the Beatles, you know, they're called solo. They are just fantastic people, fantastic musicians. But would them songs have sounded the same with another producer? Definitely. So them classic songs, who do we really have to thank for that? For making them sound the way they do? George Martin was the one who pushed a lot of the sounds on them albums. Of course, you know, I can't, you know, the credit for these songs, it has to go between all five of them. Each Beatle played their part. But George Martin was very much the fifth Beatle in my mind. He was the one who put some elements into them songs. He is really the genius behind some of the songs on some of our most favourite albums ever. And that's why I have to say he really is the biggest inspiration to me musically when I got into music. Because it was him who really made them songs possible. It was them who gave them songs the unique sound. Not all of them, as I say, I don't want to give all the credit, you know, all five members of, you know, the four Beatles and George, they all equally played a very big part in each song, but George Martin, you know, being one of them five key members, that just makes him the biggest inspiration along with the other four Beatles, in my opinion, because it was them who got me interested in music. I was never big on music. I only ever watched, when I was a kid, I was, you know, watching Star Wars and Doctor Who and reading comic books and watching TV. That's all I'd done. I never had an interest in music. And then, you know, I got into a band called Madness a bit. And then my dad put some Beatles songs on my phones and that was it. I was hooked. I was like, I need to check out more music now. It's like I'd done the whole Beatles catalogue and it was amazing. But that's what pushed me to get into music more than what I had been. So, yeah, going back to it, George Martin easily, with the other four Beatles members, biggest inspiration for me with music. And I wanted to spend a bit of time talking about just a couple of records here. I wanted to talk about Rubber Soul, which I think actually you can really... if you watch the DVD documentary thingamabob that comes with the stereo CD box set, you get to see a lot of work making behind his album, and then of course the anthology as well. And George Martin, you know, you can really see some of the, you know, some of the work that he put into this album is really, really incredible, really. And then, of course, I also wanted to talk about Yellow Submarine, which is, you know, some of the, you know, the classical music on the B-side here is just really great. And it really gives you an appreciation because George Martin, of course, went out of his way to make sure that this band got the attention they deserved in the start, in their early years. And this is what George Martin was better at doing. He was much more of a composer. But so it's really good to hear him do that. And, you know, I played this morning when I was sitting in one of my classes, the B-side. I played the B-side of this album. And it's magical stuff, really is. So George Martin, hey, thank you for all the fantastic work you've done throughout your whole career. You've given us one of the best bands of all time. You've given us some of the best music of all time. And you lived a very long and good life. So I'm very happy, but very, very sad to see you leave us now. But anyway, as I say, really, really sad to see him go, but it was a good age. So that's it for this video, guys. Sorry it's not been a bit of a different one for me. Maybe I'll do another video later on today. Try and cheer the channel up a bit. But anyway, tomorrow is the end of my contest, so that should get the channel on a bit more high spirits. But anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.